samedi.
C'est super ça. Oui. Eh oui, Madame Pierrat, oui. On a des surprises parfois.
I really enjoyed this one. What a brilliant premise. Obviously, at least right off the bat, one of the residents didn't think so. So I thought that really set the tone here. And there were a lot of laughs. There's some really cute moments. There's some really endearing moments too. And it's all captured really well here. It's playful, it's thoughtful, it's very sweet. It's absolutely worth checking out.
And what a smart idea for a film. It's set in an elevator in a senior's home, and you get to see all sorts of people who live there come and go in the elevator, and you really see a broad range of personalities. Some of them are quite sad and introspective and lonely, you can tell. One woman lost her husband a year ago, but others are charming and funny and just want to see the bright side of everything, and they really like living there. They like dealing with the hairstylist. They like flirting with the staff. There's a real bond between the staff and the clients, and it's really a joy to see, and you really feel like you get to know the people throughout the film. It's a brilliant idea. The cinematography is so clever in that you just go through these chapters of new people every minute as the door opens and closes. I really like this one. Excellent job.
J'ai trouvé les portraits des résidents de Bellevalet très touchants. I loved the opening credits and the closing credits, and just the way that the filmmaker captured all these really sweet, beautiful moments that were really heartwarming, both between the residents and their caretakers, and then the caretakers and the residents talking one-on-one with the filmmaker. I thought that was like a really sweet moment, and just kind of seeing the progression from like, there's that nutcase filming in the elevator for 3 days again, to having those friendships develop, and also getting a hint at their lives before they came to the residence. And overall, it was just really sweet and heartwarming.
It's really, really sweet. I liked how the focus was around the seniors and their high traffic area in the seniors' home, which was the elevator. Very candid camera altogether. All of the seniors were just delighted to have the focus and the attention on them. Very cute to see them. Very happy to see this filmmaker and just tell them a little bit about their day, even if their day wasn't going so well. All smiles. They didn't seem to mind one bit. And then I also liked how the filmmaker very much let the seniors lead the discussion and lead the direction of the film. I thought that it was really neat.
It was really nice and like great to see so many different people and hear like even just snippets of their life stories. I thought that was like so deep and so powerful. Also, I felt for the nurses when they spoke about growing an attachment to their residents and then like having to deal with the heartbreak and the pain when they like leave or pass away. Like it was very like heartbreaking, and you can see how dedicated they are and how loving their relationship is with their residents. We got to see like different snippets of that, and I thought that worked really well. And I love that the film just captured so many happy moments, and like seeing the residents and the nurses so happy where they are. I think that it really brought this place to life, and yeah, for that I really enjoyed this film.
It was such a moving story, and the idea was quite original. It was surprising to see this caring, loving, affectionate caregivers and how they treated this older generations people and with different ailments, and listening to their stories and helping them out with their final years at this facility. It was an unpresumptuous, loving and hopeful film, an insight to old age and the blessing of having people that care for them and help them enjoy as much as possible their time. And yeah, that was very nice, restoring faith in humanity and it was nice to watch.
Gorgeous. I loved the concept of it. I think it's so minimal and beautiful, and it just gets out of its own way and, really lets the subjects just speak for themselves. It doesn't need to be anything more because it's so clear and complex and beautiful on its own. I think that's what's so appealing about it is I feel like there's always, sometimes there doesn't have to be an angle. I feel like the narrator or the filmmaker, the director, I'm not sure who was speaking, but that interviewer also heard like the tone of her voice was really kind and sympathetic and empathetic, and it's just I thought it was like really well made, and it just kind of like it's almost like hypnotic, like how you can sit down and just like watch it, and like there's not you're not being bombarded with crazy cuts or edits or juxtaposition or music or anything like that. It's just is what it is, and I really enjoyed it.
So charming and like flies by, because after the first few minutes you really get engrossed in getting to know each person in the 15 seconds or maybe a little bit more that we really get to spend with them as the elevator goes from one floor to another. It's a fantastic concept. It would be a fantastic concept for a fictional film, like a narrative film in itself. For a documentary piece, it's really incredible because it's applied here so well to a retirement facility, but you could do this experiment in so many places and get hopefully similarly interesting and really compelling results as this filmmaker does here. We really get to know people along in the 16-minute thing. We really do get to know so many of the people that live there, including the one woman who's kind of seems to thread throughout, who's quite somber. But our documentarian seems to lift her spirits and give her a sense of companionship that she seems to be lacking since the loss of her husband, which I thought was quite beautiful to be able to give her that. And it was an interesting example of, how the topic or people who are being examined through a documentary, they're giving the documentary something. But what was nice here was seeing the documentarian giving something back. This companionship, this voice, this ability to let these people show who they are. We really saw it as this beautiful transaction between filmmaker and between subject. It's a fantastic piece, really great, and should be studied by others and perhaps have some of its style replicated using different locations.